Hello, everyone, and welcome to our once weekly show. My name is Michelle Marie, and I am both a tarot and oracle card reader, as well as a Vedic and Western astrologer. And I am so excited to have the amazing Tarotstache on the channel once again. He is a regular for that reason. We also call
Hello.
him Cowbell in the community because he is just like the it's like Will Ferrell on the SNL skit. We can't get too much of him in our world. So
Yes.
yes, without ado, Gerald, and he's nice and tan and beautiful and back from vacation.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here. I'm looking forward to reading with you.
I am too. I am too. So, yeah, we were just talking about the overall energies and everything going on. I hope you guys are doing well. I know I had a very busy weekend with many of you getting readings, so I hope that things are clearing up a little bit.
Hmm.
I am going to go into some of the Vedic stuff going on at the beginning, and then I'll go ahead and say hello to you and some of the audience as you come in. So let's go ahead and look at what's going on Vedically. We've got a lot, actually, and we have something really exciting. Oh, I'm excited for this, Gerald. Okay.
Ooh.
All right. So let me do there we go. All right. So the first thing we have going on is Mercury just entered Taurus. I already made a short on it. You guys can read that. And then on the 31st, Mars is going to be going through Gandanta. So if you have any planets, especially in Aries or Scorpio or your ascendant, you're going to be hit a little harder than the rest of the signs. Okay. So he's going to enter the Gandanta until June 2nd. So you can expect challenges in your actions and your decision making. You can encounter delays or frustrations in accomplishing your tasks. That's going to urge a lot of patience. This transit is also going to lead to conflicts or disruptions in our societal affairs. And a really good Vedic remedy is Mars's mantra. You can practice mindfulness. You can seek guidance from mentors to try to navigate this period with more grace instead of impulsivity. And the best thing that you can do is just use this time for reflection and adaptation when it comes to both your personal and your collective spheres. And we've got a lot of energy going on toward the end of the month until June 2nd. So if there's anything big, just kind of plan, step back, don't jump into anything impulsively. Okay. And then we have Venus in 1 degree of the sun, which creates a war. And that's going to be from the 31st of this month until June 8th. And so that's both a planetary war and a combustion. A combustion occurs when a planet gets a little too close to the sun. Okay. And what the sun does is it overheats it and it weakens it. Okay. So we can experience tensions or conflicts in our relationships or partnerships. Your financial decisions may be clouded by your ego or any impulsivity, especially given that Mars Gandanta. Collectively, there is a potential for instability in our economic markets and strained diplomatic relations. You can perform Vedic remedies such as chanting Venus's mantras, practicing patience and diplomacy, and just seek harmony in your relationships to navigate this period with a little more peace. And just be more introspective, be very careful in your decision making, because this is a war on top of a Mars and Gandanta energy. And I'll give you a couple of mantras to help you through this. We'll start with Mars. Om Kujaya Namaha. And you can do that via Amala on Tuesdays or Martes. And for Venus, it's Om Sham Shukraya Namaha. And Venus's mantras are best done on Fridays or Viernes, Venus Day. So those are two things that you can do. You can also do it during those dates and events as well, just to show your love for the planets. And then we have something really cool coming up. I've been excited for this. Hopefully it's not clouded. If it is, you guys can use an app. Okay, so in the early hours of June 3rd and 4th, we're going to have a rare planetary alignment that you can see from the sky, like all the planets are going to be lined up. So it's going to be Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus, and they're going to appear in a straight line across the horizon, and this is known as a planet parade. So only Venus will be missing, and even the Earth's crescent moon is going to be on display. So while Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn can be visible to the naked eye if there's not a lot of clouds or overcasts in your area, you're going to need binoculars or a telescope to see Neptune and Uranus. So you can use tools like Time and Date on your phone. Stellarium is another good tool, or Sky Tonight. Those are all apps that you can pull up for the best viewing times and locations. So don't miss the Planet Parade. I've been looking forward to that for a while, and it's a rare thing. So they're not all in the same signs or anything. They're forming what's called a Shula Yoga, so they're in 3 signs, but just based on the geometry, they all appear to be in a straight line. So it's really cool. So those are just a few things coming our way. Do you have anything that you would like to add, Gerald, before we jump into questions? Or
I think the most important thing is we need to understand, we need to be paying attention to what is fantasy and what is reality. Because when we can do that by staying grounded, it's very important to stay in the present moment. Breathing is a very good exercise for that, as well as chanting, things that help you feel connected. That nothing wrong with some fantasy, but you also need to. A great thing to do is to continue gratitude exercises during all of the changes that are coming. Gratitude is a key thing, and gratitude does not mean that you do not recognize when you're in a hard time. It's finding the small glimmer that keeps you motivated and moving. So that's what I have to add from the cards. So
thank you, Gerald. That is awesome. And I love that you said that a lot of escapism is happening in the collective, and that is North Node or Rahu being in Pisces. And so if you have any planets in Pisces or Virgo, the kind of fantasy clouds in the sky, seven of cups type of energy might affect you a little bit more right now because you're getting hit. I was actually having a conversation with Jonathan on our walk the other day, and we noticed that there's poison hemlock just oh yes, that's radical abundance.
Yeah, Hypnicity was asking radical abundance. So there you go. Okay, so you have wild hemlock around?
Poison watery hemlock. It's one of the worst poisonous plants, and it's growing all over the place. And our parks department, they're just putting out signs saying, this is how you pull it, and if you pull it, we're going to sue you. And we're like, what? And like, if you think about it, Virgos are the ones in charge of keeping the wolves out of the fences, of pulling all the bad weeds, of making sure that we're all safe. And they're all getting hit with eclipses right now. And so I just saw that as just of the energy that they're getting slammed with in their department. So it's interesting to see it out in the collective. But all right. So Aaron, it's good to see you, Aaron. You are first in line. Welcome, welcome. V Doyle is here. Welcome. Hypnicity, I have your question in the queue as well. And thank you for the tip. You are second. Lightfoot, it's wonderful to see you. Thank you for joining us. Julie, wonderful to see you. And Hypnicity loves your shirt, Gerald.
Thank you. I'm a fan of it as well.
I love it. It's fabulous. Where are they for sale? Are they available in a store?
I have gotten them off of the Zon of Amma.
Okay.
I don't have a merch site yet.
Okay. If you need any help, I make them. So I can, I'll give you some tips after the show, because I would definitely buy one of your shirts.
Okay.
Okay. We have the lovely Julie Hamill. Miss Charlotte saying hi. Good to see you, Miss Charlotte. I love your cat. Is that a cat or a dog? It's a dog with the glowing eyes. That's so cute. Joyful Jen is here. It's lovely to see you. And let's see. Oh, Charlene is here. Good to see you, Charlene. Welcome, welcome. And thank you for giving us a thumbs up, Hypnicity. That's so sweet. And thank you for the ladybugs, Miss Charlotte. And oh yeah, lots of downloads, but be careful because remember, Gerald pulled the fantasy card. And so there could be some pie in the sky stuff that comes down too. So just be aware of that. And I did get your question, Charlene. Mary, thank you so much for the love. And yes, we're following our bliss. And you just look so blissful and happy, Gerald, and tan. And I just love seeing you in this state. It's fantastic.
I'm having yeah, it's great. It's great.
Good to see you, Book. I love chatting with you in the chat. So yeah, lots and lots of people coming in. Thank you, Patty D. I went and put your question in the queue. And just to let everybody know, we have Gerald until 6:15 Pacific today, okay? So that is how it's going. So I'm going to go ahead and put the banner up so you guys all know how the show works. All right. And then let's get to some of your questions. I'm excited for this. I haven't seen Gerald like technically all week because he's been on vacation. So I've been really looking forward to seeing his beautiful face. All right. Let's see. Okay, so our first one is Aaron. I'm not seeing your question, Aaron. I'm guessing it's a guides question. So if you have something specific because you're first, go ahead and put that down. Otherwise, I'll just do a general for you. So go ahead and get that in, and I'll pull some cards while we wait. And if any of you, oh, general reading from your spirit guides. You got it, Erin. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. I know that you're set to do some speeches and some wonderful things as well. Ooh, I got the inspiration card. That's good. You're inspiring others. That's always a good thing. Ooh, and prosperity. Fantastic. All right. So you are really reaching out there, Erin. See if there's anything else from my guides for you. Thank you guys for being patient. Hello. Okay, I don't need a novel, guys. Okay. Oh, all right. I've got quite a little storyline here. You came out first, and then you, and then you. Okay. Okay. So, Erin, I don't know if you have been fighting something, but it's over because I got the Five of Wands reversed. That's the first card I got for your energy. When I asked what was going on in that department, I got Gemini 11th house. So what this tells me regarding your overall, the way that you're changing things up is that Gemini is the way you communicate. It rules your Vishuddha chakra. That's how you intellectualize the world. Today is a Mercury-based day. So this is how you intellectualize with people in your tribe, in your environment, and with the family members that you choose to have in and around you. So your guides are working on your communications with the people that you're going to be working out in the field with, the people that you're going to be working in these conferences with. They're developing a better communication avenue between you and them. Okay, so that there's not as much there's not as much haziness in that area because there's been a little bit of battle in the past regarding this area a little bit. You're feeling a little hopeless. I don't know what's going on with that because I got the star reversed. Whenever I get this, this tells me that there might be a dishonest association or something like that in your environment, that it's affecting your spirit. So when you go out and you're out in the field and you're doing things, try to address what you think this particular discouragement is, and literally give it to your guides, because what Aquarius and the star represent is, if this is upright, it's literally a melding between spirit and the material. Okay, so they're asking you to literally meld these two worlds in a way that is able to prevent certain people from getting into your business, your associations, and your network. Okay, there's a lot of bullies out in the collective right now. You don't want them in your line of work. Okay, that's the main energy I got. The kind of energy that you do need in your line of work, I got that you might consider a business partnership. Okay. Your willingness to listen, share, and commit yourself with all of your heart when it comes to your business and your goals will pay off with another person if you find someone with similar values and goals. And there is someone in and around your environment that is going to be showing themselves in the near future. Okay. You're going to get a chance to get a rare chance to know a clear, nurturing, supportive, and heartfelt emotional exchange as part of a business relationship. Okay. Few things are less valuable than this. I have a business relationship with my husband, and I pull this card for us all the time. This is really good energy. So know that your passionate energy is going to be reciprocated from this type of energy, this person. So you're going to want to look for that. There will be an easy, pleasurable compatibility between you two. There's going to be great conversation. And you'll kind of be able to figure out how to act when the time is right, because you'll be on the same clock. So I get that you're not going to be continuing to do this alone. That there might be a business partner or helper coming your way. So look out for them. This is the block that I see regarding communications and that 11th house energy that your guides are helping you with. I got the Five of Winter. This is my bully card. These are narcissistic people who put their responsibilities on other people, and or they have ulterior motives, excuse me. So you notice like there's a bunch of why am I not getting this word? Snowballs. There's a bunch of snowballs in the corner here, and this fairy is just waiting for those people to turn around so we can pelt them in the face. Avoid people who do that to you and who do that to your associations, because I know that you've come across a few bullies, especially in the workplace. And okay, I found a buddy that's been helping me in cleaning things. And okay, well, you take a break. That's Great. The reason why I think I got this card is in the past, because this did come up in the past position, other people have put all of their responsibilities on you and you had to carry the load. So it's good that you have someone coming into your life that's actually reciprocal and understands the position that you're in. And then, oh, you're getting your fish orders ready. That's fantastic. All right, that's great news. So for the present, I did get the sun. Things are going to work out perfectly. Okay. Amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, the gratitude for your blessings in life. So I have a feeling that by summer, this partnership is going to be a little more prosperous because I did get the sunflowers there, and you'll see some growth. And then for your future card, I got autumn. I got the Prince of Autumns. And I feel like this is going to, after this summer harvest occurs and you're able to really enjoy the product of your labor, I got that you're going to take cautious but wise action and meticulous attention to detail and kindness to others. This is a very Virgo card. So once you start creating and making more profits in your businesses, and they're showing me more than one, they're going to ask you to really attend to those details and mitigate them appropriately, as a Virgo would. Cross those I's, dot those T's, create those spreadsheets, and be as mercurial as possible. And do be aware that a lot of people in these industries are struggling right now because they're getting hit with the eclipse energy. Okay, that's down with the insurance agencies, banks, things that keep our stuff safe. They're getting hit. Okay, I got 2 affirmation cards for you. The first one I got is that you are going to be an inspiration. I feel inseparable connection to all that there is. Prayer and meditation are powerful and necessary, but when you bring the awe-inspiring feeling of your connection to higher forces into your daily life, you will find yourself both inspired and inspiring. Share your spiritual practices and calming modalities with other people. Gerald mentioned this at the beginning of the show. Breathing exercises, mantra practices, yoga asanas, going out for walks in nature. Whatever you do to connect to your guides and connect to spirit, share those things with others because you'll inspire them with your life. Okay. And then the last card I got was the Goddess of Prosperity. This is what I feel is coming your way. And that's why I felt like I got that beautiful sun card for the business really taking off. And then you're going to need to mitigate it and compartmentalize it in a very Virgoan way once you collect your harvest. I am patient in the face of delays and obstacles. Use this gift when you are upset because you or another person are late or stuck in traffic, or when you're encountering situations that you obviously cannot do anything about at the time. Patience is a great teacher, a sign of maturity and wisdom. If we approach them with calm patience, difficult situations have a remarkable way of eventually working out. So when it comes to our prosperity, when it comes to the way that we allocate money, resources, finances, everything right now, it's getting shaken up a bit in the collective. Okay. So just be aware that you're going to face some delays in this area, but it will work out in the end. Okay. I hope that was helpful. I know that Gerald has more for you, and I'm wishing you just a fabulous week. And let's see, I've been taking care of the future Aaron way better, and I'm being more successful. That's fantastic because that's what your guides want you to do. That's wonderful.
That is really good to hear. Aaron, I have the starting card I have is the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords is often it's the nightmares card, it's the overthinking card, it's the worrying about things that if you're worrying about the future, then you're borrowing from something that doesn't necessarily matter. I've read for you, Aaron, before, and this is a sense of you have good thought processes. Your thought processes are you think things through clearly. You do have, like many of us, we do go up and down a little bit, but you find your balance. This is really important to remember that sometime I do that all the time. Yes, I have read. Okay. So be very careful that you are not overthinking things and you're not borrowing energy from the present and wasting it in what we don't know is coming. You have, I have the Knight of Pentacles. The work that you are doing, your spiritual work, it is slow and steady. It is well planned. It is well thought out. It is grounded in ancestral work. There's a true connection. So remember that you are on the path for, you are on a journey. You are on a quest to feel that connection and to feel that grounding. It is supported by the 6 of Pentacles. Aaron, what this says to me, for you along your journey, it is important for you to share things with others, what you have learned, in a way that it is a giving. It's because when you share it, it actually makes it stronger. So keep this in mind. What is really fascinating with this Knight of Pentacles, you also got the Knight of Swords. You're thinking, you're doing things quickly, you're thinking about things in new ways, you're trying to be adventurous. It is, underneath it is the Tower. Now, think things through, Aaron, so that you can be the lightning bolt and not necessarily the rubble that is created. So you get to be the lightning bolt and allow that insight to come through, because this is also a card of, there's a bit of caution with this combination. I might say, before you act out rashly or say something, pause and think about it, because you cannot take the words back that come out of your mouth, and be grounded in those. So, other support for you, Three of Pentacles. It feels very much like that planning is going very well. Transformation is always present. You honor the new things that come to you. It is part of how you grow and evolve. So that's a really key thing. The last card that I have for you, Aaron, is I do that all the time. Yes, is forgiveness. This idea of forgiveness. Forgive yourself for things that you wish you would have done. Forgive people for what they may have done to you, or missed opportunities. Forgiveness means releasing the power of it over you, so that you can actually move on and to continue to this great little journey. So I share everything I learn on my YouTube. Yes, there you go. Yes, that's beautiful. So
that's great. So you guys like to look up hunting. That's a great place to look up. So
yes, yeah, that's great. Thanks, Aaron.
Thank you, Gerald. And I love that you picked the Tower for Aaron, because I don't know if you know this, but the last time I got the Tower for Aaron, he got in a really bad, almost hunting accident. There was actually two. His truck went down a bad area, and then he had to go get a ram for a couple and almost lost. I mean, it was really, really dangerous. He had to go several miles and hours, and it was really dangerous. And so his job is really, really, it's peligroso. Okay. It's like, whoa. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, the Tower he gets himself in Tower situations for other people because he's just this amazing, helpful, safe guy, but don't do it at risk of your health and your your life. So you're very brave, but we need you in the collective, buddy.
Because in those Tower moments, pause, get your thoughts together, because you are a very thoughtful person. Don't just act rashly. So
be as thoughtful for yourself as you are with others, Aaron, because I know that you're very thoughtful toward others. Okay. And welcome, Linda. Hello from Maryland. And the lovely Jeff is here. Good to see you. Jeff is awesome. He has a lovely poetry that he puts out there. All right. So, I'm so sorry, Robin. I'll go ahead and get your question in the queue. Thank you. All right. So our next question is hypnicity, I believe. Yeah. Let's see. Yes, hypnicity. And then we have Lightfoot. So let me do hypnicity next. I would appreciate any insights, as I will reach 64 on June 25th. Oh, happy early solar return. I feel there's changes coming, and I want to make the best choices for June. There's a lot of changes coming. Yeah. Okay, hypnicity. I'm just going to be very honest with you, but loving, okay? Your judgment's a little off about something. Okay, I got judgment reversed. So prepare for a time of reckoning when accounts are settled and past karma is balanced. You or your relationship may be judged, and you may be found a little wanting after this. So even if you're not being judged by another, your inner critic may get the best of you, and that can cause you to judge yourself or your partner a little too harshly. If there's been any deceit or laziness, the surprising revelations will occur, and they can threaten to end your relationship. Okay. Now, I know this is a lot, but all of my cards are really just kind of going across this line here. Okay. You may have to be blunt to create awareness and progress. All right. If you really want to save things, don't play the blame game when certain things come out. You may feel like getting revenge, but that will only delay your recovery. All right. The Judgment card reversed it's a warning to just face the facts and confront the past and its demons and the shadows in yourself, or your partner as well. Okay. So plans may not be realized or hoped for. And you're hanging on to something very frustrating and unhappy when it should just be forgiven and moved from. Okay, this is a relationship in your life. So forgive starting with yourself or you won't be forgiven. So there's just someone in the sphere that is not acting the best for your interest. Now, the reason I said relationship was because the second card I got was the Two of Cups reversed. Okay, so be sure that you're not lost in any daydreams or fantasies about your relationship and things that aren't really real. Okay. Even if love seems to, be there for you, there's some doubt, some indecision, those little haunting elements that are behind the scenes. Okay. All right. Give your relationship time a little breathing room to develop. Don't make any big decisions right now because we've got a lot of really icky planetary energies coming our way. So don't push too hard or too fast when it comes to making these changes if you want to go this route. Okay. Okay, sending you lots of love there. So I did go to my romance oracle and I got you deserve love. So you need to practice a little bit of self-love as you go through this and know that you are a very lovable, desirable, and beautiful person. Let's see if you said anything. You've heard that card reversed today too. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you're doing okay. Whew. All right. So I went to a completely different deck that I don't normally use for this because it was a really intense reading. And I got the changes card. Okay, this is from the Shamanic Oracle. Now, there's a little bit of a ripple design here, and it's like ripples from the smallest drop of water in a pond. Even though it creates small changes in your life, it can bring about the greatest rewards. So it's okay for you to create ripples because those ripples are going to create the changes that you need in your life regarding the relationship and regarding your judgment. Okay. They don't have to be grand sweeping changes. They can be very judicious, small changes that you make, and they can add up into big life changes over time. So think about how these little small changes that you can make now can add to your quality of life later. It could be, you could commit to walking at night after dinner, or cutting out processed food from your diet, or just they're saying this because you do have big changes coming your way, and it's good to maybe do some of those smaller changes to help you prepare for the shift that's coming regarding this lack of judgment that will be shown to you. Okay, once that happens, I did get a new day. So there's some beauty at the end of this. You've got the dragonfly and you've got the sun here. So a new day is going to enable you to see things in a brand new perspective, a brand new light. You're going to be able to see things a lot more clearly after this revelation. Once those shadows of fear and doubt are brushed away by the light, you're going to be able to come into a place of creation. And once the initial shock at discovering the duality in the situation is worn off a little bit, you'll be able to find comfort in what is truly no bad or no good. What do you guys mean by that? Okay, you're going to be open up to more possibilities in endless situations because your mind will have expanded. Okay, and you'll be able to see things from a much more top-down perspective is what they're showing me, because your perspective will completely change after this event. So this card is advising you to just wait, and everything regarding this situation will reveal itself, and it has yet to unfold. Okay, but when it does, it's going to change some things in your life. Okay. Whew. All right. One last card. So I pulled the Goddess of Transformation. I did get that dragonfly in the Shamanic Oracle. So let's see if you said anything. Okay, I'm working on my diet, no more GMOs. That's great. Okay, and Seven of Cups was my first card for today. Well, that would be the card needed for getting your head out of the clouds and seeing things from a more judicious perspective. Okay. And again, don't be hard on yourself when the revelation happens. Sometimes we just miss things. We were just talking about this before the show. I'm actually using a new deck called the Blind Spot Oracle for some of the personal readings that I'm doing. Uh, Marina and Gerald and Hershey, who was the original user of those cards, got me into them, and they're really great for trying to figure out what you may be missing.
Yeah.
So this is your affirmation moving forward. My willpower is stronger than my bad habits. Use this gift when you feel unable to overcome long-held beliefs, habits, or compulsions. Like affirmations, the strength of our habits comes from constant repetition and our belief in their ability to help us cope with life in some way. They can be dealt with by using this gift and by accepting and loving yourself more and more, shadow side and all. There might be some things that are in your daily routine that are going to be switched out for other activities that are more healthy for you. Here's just an example. Whenever Saturn aspects my ascendant, he usually takes away one of my junk foods. Like, remember when Jif peanut butter had the huge scare? That's my favorite food on the planet. I eat it out of the jar. It's like ice cream for me. And they stopped making it for 3 months. I no longer crave Jif peanut butter. So it was something I was addicted to for years, like since I was a kid. And then I lived off of it when I was homeless. So it's like the ultimate comfort food for me. And spirit found a way to break it. So it could be something as small as breaking your nut habit. So what they're saying is just little things along the way will be helpful for you. And I'm sending you lots of love as you go through that hypnicity, and schedule a reading for Gerald or I if it gets to be too much. Okay.
Yeah. So I have for you, the first card I have for you, Nalani, is the Eight of Cups. This is the card about walking away from things that do not serve you. One of the things that's a really important aspect to consider about this card is not only are you walking away from something, you are now walking towards something without that drag on you, without so much weight on your back. So I would say, for your birthday, and you were asking about for June and where you're going, leave all of the stuff that you can behind. The control of it that it has over you, your thought process, your feelings, let it go. Let it move beyond, because what's coming is I have the High Priestess. This is truly a powerful, powerful card. It's the divine feminine in true action. It's a beautiful card in the sense of trusting intuition, having healing properties, understanding, going within to get information instead of waiting for somebody else to say. It's going in to understand yourself. It is supported by the Six of Wands. This is a combination which suggests you will be victorious about this. You are, I believe, really wanting to up your game. Didn't your third eye open recently? I think something like that. You've been evolving. This is a beautiful match with that. So pay very close attention to your intuition and celebrate it. You are an energy healer. Hello, energy healer, High Priestess and the Six of Wands. That's perfect match. We have the Emperor. The Emperor is about setting boundaries and setting up guidelines, understanding the boundaries of the areas that you can control. The Emperor works very well in, if you let people into your kingdom as an emperor, they're going to be there for a while. So I would check to make sure that everyone that you are surrounding yourself with is the energy that you want. Because then I have the the 10 of Swords. This is the card of, okay, the worst is over. Now, things, and as an emperor, come in, clear out only what is necessary for you to go, and to let that past stuff go. The worst is over, and now you're actually getting to understand your environment in your kingdom. You don't have many people in your circle. Okay, you don't let many people. There's a reason for that. So pay very close attention to the all of the thought processes that you have about who you want in your environment. Now, this overall reading is supported by the Lover card. Now, I don't know if this is a romantic love or energy love. You did get the High Priestess, so very intuitive. But I would say let go of all of the stuff that was. And as far as romance, I am a crab. Okay. So I think it's one of those things that you may be developing some new relationships with people. That's a very exciting thing to happen in your 64th year, which 6 plus 4 is a 10. So it's a 10-1. The Wheel of Change, as well as the Magician, which, by the way, is the card that I got. I got the Magician. That was next to the High Priestess. My husband will love seeing that. Well, maybe. So the Magician reminds you that you have all of the skills that you need to be able to make things happen. So use those powers and use those skills. Something to carry from you is synchronicities. Pay attention to synchronicity as it's going to line up. The universe is wanting you to be successful. So the Merlin one is my guide. Excellent. So pay attention to synchronicities coming forward, because I think it's going to be useful for you. So I hope that was helpful, Hypnicity. So thank you.
I have a new line, playing attention. I love that phrase.
Playing attention.
Playing attention. I know, it's as action combined with our attention. I think that's fantastic, Gerald. Thank you for that. Wow. And Hypnicity says thank you. All right. Yeah, that's a lot of intense energy, but you've got this.
Yes.
So, all right. So let's see. We have Lightfoot next. So let me find your question, Lightfoot. And thank you, everyone coming in. It's lovely to see you, Jackie's and Liz and everyone. So, and Calla Lizzie's here too. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Vicky, I do see you. And Robin, I did get your question in. Okay. All right. So the lovely Lightfoot, what should I focus on in June? Okay, let's make sure you didn't ask something else. Okay, good. You're right there. All right. So I've got some really interesting energy coming for you in June, Lightfoot. The first one I got was Uranus. So things are going to get shaken up a little bit. Now, just to let everybody know, this is for entertainment purposes only. In my Vedic astrology groups, they said that financial markets, which also affect relationships and things like that, are going to be a little messy in June. They're going to be real messy next March. So just be aware of that. That carries a little bit of some vibes there for entertainment purposes only. But I did get that you are headed into clarity because I got the moon reversed. Okay, so there will be some type of an emotional revelation that is going to put things into better perspective for you during the month of June. Okay, I asked what that looked like. I got the Four of Cups reversed. Okay, so they're saying that either too little or too much reevaluation can be detrimental in your search for getting those goals taken care of. Okay, because I did, like I said, I got the moon. There's some clarity that you need to step into. And the Uranus is all about transformation. Okay, so what they're going to do is kind of help you not ignore some of the major changes and opportunities that are coming your way or have taken place, because this is my missed opportunity card. Okay, but upside down, it tells me that whether these changes are for better or worse, they must be acknowledged and acted upon. So you're being asked to really reevaluate after coming across this revelation and things becoming a little bit clearer. Once you are able to do that, I see you taking a plan of action moving forward with the rest of the month, because I got the Ace of Swords. This is a very mental card. When it's upside down, this is my card for someone struggling with mental illness or in clarity. When it's upright, you're using your head. Okay, so you'll have the right idea once this revelation occurs and you're able to evaluate what it's trying to show you, and let this focus you and organize your life accordingly moving forward. Okay. And you will manifest the type of energy that you would want. But they're saying don't get too mentally obsessed about it, because when I do pull this card, it can be very, how do I say this? It's the card of the overthinker sometimes too. Okay. So ask important questions of everyone, especially yourself, but don't get too obsessed in the process. Let your long-term goals and major principles enable you to make the decisions that you make moving forward all that they can be, so that they really develop into fruition now that the revelation was revealed. Okay. They're saying there might be a really great self-help book that you find during the month of June. That's very specific. And that a brilliant new idea will reveal that self in the book. And they showed you actually go into a physical store and you're flipping through, or a library, because I see a shelf, and you're flipping through the book and you're doing a little bibliomancy. And you're going to find some really revelatory things to help you through the situation that you that is revealed. Okay. So your unique purpose, your unique life purpose will become even more crystal clear once you find this book that they're showing me. So I asked for a shamanic card, and I actually got one. This deck's a little quiet with me. And I got that you're going to be going through a period of growth, and it's going to be rapid growth. Okay. So these are seeds that have been planted for a while. They've already germinated. They've taken root. And so they're saying just go with the flow during this growing time, because you've done little steps along the way to handle this energy. And you may find people in situations that are falling away from your life as you go through this. My therapist called it the thinning. Allow that to happen. Okay. That's because they now no longer serve what your goals are, who you're becoming, and they're no longer resonating with their vibration. Okay. So it's okay to wish them well. Be grateful for what they brought to you and you to them, and send them on their way. Okay. But the room has now been made for new experiences and people and situations to help you on this next level after you have the revelation. Okay. If you are not feeling this shift right now, be prepared, because it's really they're saying it's coming. Okay. So I got one more card for you, and this is for the affirmation to carry into this energy. And I got the Goddess of Illumination. I learn from mistakes and grow wise and strong. Use this gift when you are angry with yourself or other people for having made what you consider a mistake. All expectations are unreasonable, especially the expectation that you can go through life without making mistakes and having to deal with the mistakes of others. Successful people know that mistakes are valuable learning experiences. So when you come across this revelation, the best thing that you can do, and this is what I do when I've been betrayed or something hasn't worked out, or I find someone who's been lying to me, I will include them in my mantra practice along with all of my sick friends and the people that I love. What that does is it does not allow hatred to take root in your heart, and you're literally lifting them up to the divine forces for help. Okay. So they're also saying with the Ace of Swords, when you're obsessing and you're thinking about it a little too much, try not to let that turn into gossip. Okay. Because that can actually take away some of the spiritual gifts and lessons that you learn from that experience. Okay. So I'm sending you lots of love, Lightfoot, and I'm excited to see what Gerald has for you.
Lightfoot, this is a repeat card. It's the Six of Wands. This is a card of recognizing the success of the energy that you've put out there. Remembering that all energy returns, depends upon your philosophy. I always say that energy returns, threefold or tenfold. So as you were putting whatever, focus on in June, what you are putting out is going to be returned. Don't do it because it's going to be returned. Do it because it's what's important, and celebrate your successes. I also got a duplicate card, which is the High Priestess, this is for June. I would encourage you to pay attention to your intuition and recognize what your intuition is saying, because intuition is paired with the Ace of Wands. So there's a lot of energy around that. So do pay attention to how your intuition supports you to be successful. And also Lightfoot, the last two cards I have it's the two of Hearts, or the Two of Cups. This is the card about healing in everyday life. It's that connection that we have through people that we meet, even if for a moment. I would be paying attention to the people around you, and are they, for the month of June, are they bringing you joy? Are they helping you feel good? Michelle, you said something about being careful of what you say, because it could turn into gossip. How about actually talking about the positive things that people have done and that you've seen people do? Multiply it that way. Spend the time of June of recognizing the glimmers that you are witnessing. Start a gratitude journal. It is supported by the Prince of Pentacles and Lightfoot. This is one of those things that when this card shows up, slow and steady wins the race. June, go through it purposefully. And so as you are purposefully noticing where your intuition is leading you, and you are recognizing those positive moments, keep doing, because it's continuing a journey. So I think it's really important. I would also say, paying attention would be a good thing to do in June. How's that?
Yeah, he has this stuff ready, guys.
Oh, trust me. I am
Oh my
never
gosh.
showing what's behind, what's on the outside of this screen.
That's
I mean,
fantastic.
because if I didn't have this stuff, I wouldn't be more cowbell, would I? So paying attention, I love it.
Yes.
So.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Lightfoot. And if that was helpful, please leave a comment. All right. Oh, she said, thank you both. You're so welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us. All right. So our next question is the lovely Patty D. So let me find your question, Patty D.
Hi, Patty.
All right. Let's see. You have two of them, Patty D. It said, a few weeks ago, you both gave me a reading. Great guidance in a situation was happening. I helped a lot. Grateful. Thank you. I don't have a specific question. I just wanted to say thank you. Oh. Okay. You're welcome. Okay. If you do have something, let us know, because you did tip. So I really appreciate that. Oh my goodness. So let's see. We have got. And I'm so glad that was helpful to you. We really appreciate the feedback, Patty. That's wonderful. So let's see. Our next question is Joyful Jen. Okay, you got it, Miss Joyful. Do my guides have a message for me? Yes, they do. Okay. So, Jen, the first thing I got for you is that there is a lot of transformation coming your way in the next bit here. So I asked, because this is Scorpio. Scorpio rules our 8th house. This is the house it's ruled by Pluto in Western, and it's ruled by Mars and K2, or the South Node in Vedic. And so this basically is past life stuff that you have come here to pay off. Okay, so there's a little bit of a reckoning and some lessons coming out of the situation ahead, and it has to do with your approach to relationships. That seems to be a theme of the show. The reason I say that is I got the 4 of Cups reversed again. Okay, what this tells me is that you may be missing a major opportunity and or not seeing things as clearly as they could be. So really reevaluate the way that you're viewing relationships in and around your life right now, because as you can see, the cloud came along, gave him this beautiful opportunity, and he's dumping it out. Okay. Upside down, this tells me that, according to this particular deck, you haven't necessarily lost it yet. Okay. But it's coming. All right. So I asked what it looked like. I got the Lovers. Okay. So this is a relationship. So get in touch with what is truly attractive to you. You need to choose wisely between, a couple of allurements that they're showing me here. And they're saying you have to choose between what you have and what you think you may have, and you know what that means. Okay. Make sure that the other person is feeling the same way as you, and follow your bliss as this energy enters your environment. Okay. The most important thing for you moving forward, I got regarding relationships, is self-love, because I got multiple self-love cards. Okay, what this tells me is you tend to put your partner before yourself in relationships, and they might be wanting you to change that dynamic a little bit. Okay, so we try to think highly of the ones that we love. Okay, I tell Jonathan all the time, don't put me on a pedestal, because I don't want to create codependency. Okay, so we can even give strangers the benefit of the doubt. Okay, so but when it comes to self-love, a lot of us we kind of fall short. Okay, so it's to accept the imperfections, embrace learning, and battle through those all-consuming fires of self-doubt that we're working through when we're dealing with this energy. So they're asking you to find an energetic balance inside of yourself that reflects the way that you treat others. Okay, there's a lot of self-judgments going on, and they have no place in a whole, healthy relationship that is vital to have with yourself. I actually took a class with Gerald and Val on this, and they went into how we talk to ourselves. Really pay attention to your inner narrative and what you're saying to yourself
Yep.
throughout the day, and catch those things, okay? Because it's only when you find your love for yourself that you can sincerely offer real love for others, okay? One thing I do is I'll put little post-its on the mirror. If I'm dealing with an insecurity, a lot of that came from growing up in a home where I was abused daily. And so those voices can come in, and they're not mine and they're not my guides. So I have to do a lot of spiritual work to work through them. And they hit me usually before I go to bed or in the morning. So I do all of my spiritual remedies then, so that I can end and start the day appropriately and act appropriately throughout the day. I feel that once you're able to take some of those steps toward honoring yourself and seeing yourself as the beautiful person that you are, you're going to make some success in life. Because I got the Chariot, and the Chariot's all about recognizing your worldly accomplishments and successes. Okay, it's giving yourself that beautiful pat on the back that you deserve for all the things that you've done. Okay, Jen. Success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments and being in the spotlight. Put yourself on the pedestal if you need that to balance the dynamic that you have regarding your mental state. Okay. I did pull a love card. I got the stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith can bring you romance. So that's why I thought about that inner narrative that you have going on in your head. Really start to pay attention to what you're saying to yourself, and whether or not that reflects the true you. All right, because I think that's the main thing that they're working through. It's going to be a little rougher for all of us now until June 2nd, because Venus is going to be combust actually until June 8th. So just be aware that this process is not going to be immediate. In fact, it's going to take some time. And I'm sending you lots of love as you work through that. Let's see if you said anything here. Okay, just saying hi. Oh, I have some of those issues in the morning and in the middle of the night. Okay, me too. All right, so that's what I got. One of the things that you can do, and this is what I do, is I have an altar and I have my deities set up, and I'm actually making more of them on for the altar. And I basically sit with them and I do their mantras, and I try to get out of my own way when it comes to my thought processes. And I ask the mantra. This is another thing you can do when that negative thought pattern comes in. Do the mantra. It usually just knocks it right out of there. Okay. And if you need any, I'm here. So I'm excited to see what Gerald has for you. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad that was spot on. Thank you.
So, joyful journey, Jen. This is I have the 10 of the 10 of swords again. You've been going through it. You've been having a dark night of the soul. This idea of it's been very challenging. Um, Allow that to be finished. Thank it for what it's given you, because on the other side of this, Jen, this is the three of pentacles. This is where you can use the information that you have as a way to create a plan and to have structure around where you want to go. Your guides are telling you, they're whispering it to you. Sometimes they're shouting it. Sometimes they actually write it on a little piece of paper, hoping that you'll catch it. But this is the card of here's the plan, and it is supported by the Hierophant. Now, I'm a big fan of the Hierophant card, because the Hierophant is the card that gives us structure and gives us the ability to create a structure that allows us to be our most authentic self. So, Jen, I would say on the other side of this challenging time, think about the things that you did to keep yourself in support and create those rituals and those structures. Light a candle on your altar, say those mantras. These are things that will help you and will knock some of those negative things out of the way. I have also the Queen of Hearts, the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, beautiful card. She looks inward, and she remembers that she is beauty at all times. Sometimes she can go a little too deep into looking at those things instead of just remembering to laugh a little bit. Don't be so serious. And that's supported by the Wheel of Fortune. Guess what, Jen? Everything changes, everything rotates. And I'm going to say it. This is where paying attention is going to really help. It's going to be a positive thing. Now, I'm also going to pull you a Radical Abundance card, Jen, because I think this is a helpful thing. Aha! You need to get some rest. Rest is a really important thing, because if you physically are not getting good rest, then you physically are not going to be able to manage this environment. So rest can mean many things. It can mean sleep. It can also mean allowing your mind to wander a little bit and to disengage the usual things that you are dealing with. Naps are really good, because when you see, up above here, this leaf, it just spend some time and meditate, rest, relax. Deep breathing is going to be critical for you, Jen. So I hope that was helpful. I do happen to like that we have the Hierophant with the Three of Pentacles, because it's the card of you are creating a blueprint and structures, and this is the card of structures and rhythms and foundations that will help you pay attention and to notice things, except when you decide to ignore all of the rules that you put into play. Because guess what? Life happens. So thank you, Jen.
Oh, thank you for joining us, Jen. And Amanda said, I like the Hierophant too. 4 Capricorn aspects in my chart. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jonathan has 3. It's intense for his Western chart.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh my goodness. And Vicky says, beautiful reading. Oh, thank you so much. And you're welcome, Jen. Thank you for the feedback.
Yeah, you're
really
welcome.
Appreciate it. Okay. So let's see. We have got, and next in is Sue Toffee. So let me get to your question, Miss Sue Toffee. All right. Will I be able to trap Blueberry in the next few months and bring with me so Blueberry joins me in my cat family? Okay. Blueberry is a stray cat that jumps through my kitchen window at 3 to 4 a.m. to sneak food. Blueberry was stick-thin ribs, and now he's chubby, and I can't bear to think he'll look for us in food, and I'm not there. Okay. I wish I had better cards for you, because I'm a huge cat lover. But the first card I got was Pluto, and Pluto is how do I say this? He rules transformation. He's our 8th house. And this tells me that there's something big coming for Blueberry. Okay. There's a lot of transformation going on with this particular soul. All right. I wanted to get a yes card. I didn't. I did get the Justice card though. So that's good. The Justice card, it indicates, that happy things are possible now. And it also tells me that, you see, there's 2 men in this card. One is stick thin and he's not doing so great. And the other is a king. Okay. And they're both coming before a judge that is looking upon both of them without merit for their status in life. He's literally looking at the situation for what it is. And in inviting this cat into your home, you greatly improved Blueberry's life and feeding them. Okay. And a balance can be reached by creating a mutual understanding and acceptance. And but you're going to need to practice balance when it comes to the environment regarding your other cats and this cat in the environment. Okay. The only reason I say that is I did not get the best card for the overall dynamic of this cat in the home. Okay. I also got that. I don't know how long it's been since you've seen the cat. If you can tell me in the chat, I'd appreciate it, because I did get a hit for something else, but I don't want to say it unless you know. Okay. All right. So I got the Ace of Cups reversed. Okay. So basically, you really want this new cat in your life. You want this new love. You have a heart for them, but there might be a fear of commitment because the cat's been betrayed by humans, like big. Okay. They've been deeply, deeply hurt by a previous owner and neglected and harmed. Okay. I know, but that's hard to hear, but that's what the cat said. All right. They may not be open to your heart right now because they're still healing, and they might not be able to get along as well with your cats because they're carrying around old wounds from being hurt and neglected and abused. Okay, if you can get past this inhibition, that's great, but they're going to need professional help. This kitty's not been treated well, so they're harboring a lot of unconscious shame that needs to be examined and healed because they were not treated the way that they should have been. All right, that's the kitty cat coming through and just letting me know what the state of mind is. Okay, so I went to my shamanic healing deck because the readings are really intense today, and I got the duality card. Okay, the duality is all about white and black, yes and no, good and evil. It's the opposites, are light and dark. It's dualistic thinking. Okay, if you ban these labels for your thoughts for a day, what would happen? Okay, what would the world end? No. Okay, would people get away with something in the interim? Maybe, but in the long term, no. They're asking you to not to attach a bad situation or drama and to add a lot less emotion to the relationship with the cat, because they're showing me that you have a huge heart for this baby. Okay. Uh, if there were less attachment to this situation, you could keep your vibrations a little higher because you're being a little more sentimental than you should be. And you can deal more successfully with the situation as it comes your way. Okay. So, given enough time, most bad situations, which is the one that you're seeing, will work out in the end. And it's your choice to create a drama-free relationship for yourself and the other cats as you go through this. And don't waste your energy on a situation that will not turn out okay in the end. Okay. So do you want to spend a lot of time trying to rehabilitate this cat at the peril of the cats that you have now or your own mental health? You need to make that decision. Okay. So that's something that you need to do. Then I asked for a clarifier card on the kitty situation. I got the Three of Winter. This is the betrayal card. Okay. So this is also something that maybe you need to do as well. Reach out for others for comfort and love. You will go stronger from the situation, and sadness will heal in time. So that's the overall the vibe I got from you, from the cat. And they also said that you also are planting a lot of your emotions of past betrayal, of hurt, of denial, and you're superimposing them, you're personalizing them on this cat. So take a step back, see the situation from a more mental perspective, try to take the sentimentality out of it and look at it for what it is. Because the affirmation I got for you is, I appreciate all that I have now. Take time to smell the flowers, whether you own the garden or not. Pay attention to the resources available to you, not what you lack. Let those you appreciate know how you feel. And those are the kitties that you have now. Okay. So you can't save them all. Be patient. If you feel that this is something that you can step into, know that it's going to be intense. Okay. And I'm sending you lots of love as you get involved in rescue. I was involved in rescue too. And I had to turn down a rescue because the dog was too aggressive with Rosie and would be taking way too much of my time at work while I was working from home. Very difficult, but it wouldn't have been a good fit for this puppy in our house. So make the decision from a space that keeps your other kitties in mind. Okay, I'm sending you lots of love, Sue Toffee. Thank you for having a good heart.
Yeah. So, are you going to be moving? Is that why you said when you're not there? Okay, you're going to be moving. Something. I asked if you're going to, if he's going to join you. I I got a solid maybe, and I know that that's like here's something that's an important thing is if he were to join your family, if Blueberry were to join your family, he would be an outdoor cat. Wouldn't necessarily be an indoor cat. It is important for you to make sure that there is fresh water around outside for Blueberry. This is a thing that I feel. You could also be talking to people around you about Blueberry, because Blueberry is a resourceful cat. I mean, after all, he's jumping through your kitchen window to sneak food, so that's a pretty resourceful cat. I'm also hoping that perhaps if you talk with people, perhaps neighbors, there may be a neighbor that could also pay attention and offer some support, perhaps becoming a neighborhood cat, or somebody could get an opportunity to have them spayed or neutered to keep them healthy, to make sure that there's a group effort there. Of course, he's doing things in under the cloak of darkness, or in under the moon, because he doesn't want to be seen. But I'm just thinking is be very careful to. I mean, if you're moving, there's already going to be a lot of changes for your animal family. I'm adding another cat to that mix during this time could be extra stressful. So, but I'm really feeling it's important for you to make sure that there's fresh water out there, but do pay attention and talk to people around, perhaps, because somebody else around may have some additional insight or will start noticing that. So, cats can be good for mousing and all of that stuff. But so, but spread the word. Ask, talk to people about it if you can. That's what I have for you, Sue. Wish I had a clear yes, because it's always fun to adopt a new animal. So if they want you, but the other thing is okay. You could actually talk to Blueberry. You could dream and talk to Blueberry to make sure that he's okay, and let him know that you're moving. So, but I do like the idea of you. I would seriously consider communicating with him and letting him know that you are concerned for his well-being. I think that's a great idea. They would be very receptive to that. You're welcome, Sue. You're welcome.
Oh, thank you. And Calla Lizzie made a good point. He may have already been growing chubby for more than one human in the area. So, yeah, we had a cat that we would used to feed in our neighborhood too, and she made her rounds.
Oh,
But
yeah,
she was the
of
most
course.
gorgeous Bengal cat, just out walking out by herself, and I'm like, how is this possible? This is like a tiger in the neighborhood.
Well,
But she,
yeah, I love that idea. It's the neighborhood cat. Okay.
yeah, and she would come over and just hang out with us for a couple of hours, because she could see all of the birds up on the awning from
Mm,
our window. So yeah,
yeah,
it could just be a yeah. Jonathan Daly said the same thing. Neighborhood cat.
yeah.
So yeah, they're the best. I love the neighborhood cats. So all right. So, and you're very welcome, Sue Toffee. Best of luck
Yes.
and love to
Mhm.
you and Blueberry and your kitty cats. All right, and blessings to you, Phantoma. Thank you for joining us. All right. So, I believe that is all of our tippers. So we're going to head into lightning round. Let me just make sure I got everybody. I did. All
And thanks
right.
everybody for watching. If you haven't not already given a thumbs up, please do so. Subscribe and ring the bell. Yeah.
Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. And so for lightning round, just to let everybody know, you do need to be in the audience to get your question answered. Okay, so I'm going to name off the first four. If you are in the audience, please let us know you're here by letting us know in the chat. So we have Charlene Kramer, We have Julie Hamill. We have Jean XO. And we have Mary Hernandez Walker. Bring, bring. Are you here? He's bringing it.
Please let us know you're present. And hi,
Whip
Deb.
is here. Hi, Deb. Good to see you. Oh, you're getting the hearts. I can't do the cool stuff. Good to see you, honey. Yeah, you're very much in our mantra practice. We've been thinking about you a lot. Okay, Julie Hamill is here. All right. Thank you, Julie.
Julie's first.
And everyone's talking about their neighborhood cats. I love that.
Yep.
Okay, more cowbell. Yes. That's Gerald.
Gotta do that.
Goodness. Yes, you do. All right. Oh, please pick up the copper courtesy bell. Oh my gosh, Calla Lizzie, that's fantastic.
That's good, Liz. That's good. That's good.
Okay, so Julie is here. Thank you for checking in, Julie. I'm going to go through these 4 again. We have Charlene. Julie's checked in. Jean XO, Mary Hernandez, and Liz in Awe. Please let me know if you're here. Julie is here. Anyone else I just called out, let us know if you're in the chat. We'd love to answer your question.
Yeah.
For sure. Just wait until we get 2 and then we can do it.
Okay. Woohoo. So,
yeah. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and go to Julie. And then Robin, are you? Oh, wait. So one of these just came in. Let's see. Liz and Oz here. Okay, great. And Mary's here.
Hernandez.
Awesome. Okay. So I can do Charlene. Do you want to do, not Charlene. I can do Julie. Can you do Mary?
I would be glad to do Mary.
All right. Mary is anything from my spirit guides. They have to tell me.
Got it.
Okay. Can I have a message from my guides, please? Thank you. Okay, you're very welcome, Julie. The main thing I got, and this is lightning round, so I'm going to be a little quicker, is I got Neptune in Pisces in the 7th house. So there's a little bit of fogging going on with your relationships. All right. I'm just going to read across the cards. The idealization of the spirituality to ultimately experience balance. Confusion regarding trusting your psychic knowledge of cooperation, and sacrifice resulting from indecisions about your partners. So I asked what the 2 major issues were, and I got children and staying optimistic about your love life. So if your love life is getting affected by children, or there's some issues in that department, know that there's an illusion taking place and it hasn't revealed itself yet. It will. I got that a major opportunity could be missed. It will presently make itself very, very clear and well known, and it involves a younger person because I got the Page of Wands. This person they get into trouble by exaggerating or embellishing the truth or volunteering a little too much information. Okay. Let's see. There's a good chance that they're a little stormy when it comes to getting things done, but it's going to be okay. They're more about, how do I say this? They're trying to take actions and moving forward, and it may not be the best for them, and they might require a little bit of adulting in the process. Okay, so this is someone who can maybe act before they think a little bit. Okay, what else, guys? They're saying that your love life can also be improved by a movement, such as like a journey, a short journey, or a change, not a complete change of residence, but just like a short little trip that you guys can take, can really help you get out of this illusion that they're showing me. Try not to let perfection get in the way of your communications with each other, because and problems can also arise if boredom sets in, or if both of you give up on the first sign of trouble. So it can't always be a party is what they're showing me. That's the youthful energy I'm getting here. And this is involving kids, or just, children in some way in your life. Okay. Don't run away from doing the work of having a relationship. Ask a mature friend for wisdom. And I'm getting that this person in your life is going to need some guidance. Okay. Their social skills need to be developed a little better. And once that happens, that they'll be rewarded with better relationships moving forward. So there's something going on with the kids. Then I got stripping illusions. So that's the Neptunian energy that I'm picking up on. So, the lotus flower is actually a really funny plant. It flourishes in poo. So apparently, despite of its muck and being born in crud, it produces beautiful flowers or petals that open up layer by layer and reveals more and more of its inner beauty. So you're being called to strip away illusions in your love life. And it's going to be like illusion after illusion after illusion. It's going to be like peeling an onion. Okay. So they're saying, allow your true essence to shine through as this goes through. And the layers that they're taking off are your false belief systems. Okay. They're going to be plucking those off one by one, and it's going to reveal the perfect essence of your true self. That's really beautiful. So the process is going to be challenging at best. And if you hold on to the illusions, thinking that they're going to keep you safe, they're only going to harm you later. Okay. So all they really do is blind you to the true beauty that's within you. And so this card is basically calling you to look at truth in the face and don't let illusions cloud your view of yourself and others. So they're going to be working with you a lot over the next bit on that. That was a bit longer because, yeah, I just felt that the relationships are taking a bit of a hit now. So, okay. And then we have Mary next. I hope that was helpful, Julie. Take care, honey.
So, Mary, I popped into the chat. I was curious if you were currently in a relationship because I got the Lovers card. Your spirit, you know, what do your spirit guide have to tell you? Part of it is lovers isn't necessarily romance or physical partnership. It's a partnership of someone who supports you, who you authentically are, and wants you to be your most authentic self. So I think, Mary, what I'm feeling is start surrounding yourself consciously with people who support you, who you are and how you are, and you support them in who they are and how they are authentically. You're currently married to a wonderful man. Well, good, because I'm so glad you said that, because I'm sitting here, I'm like going, this is a really nice spread. And I'm like going, if you know, you're married to a wonderful man, he is wonderful. Okay. Here. He's wonderful. There you go. And because, so, okay, so we've got that. I also got, it feels like the two of you or the relationship is going through a transformation. Death, it means transformation, doesn't mean somebody's dying. It means that you're moving into another phase, and that's supported by a beautiful King of Cups. This is why I was like going, you're in a relationship, because we've got the Lovers, we have the King of Cups, someone who knows how to articulate and who can make you feel appreciated. And it's supported by well, actually, I have the Knight of Wands. I imagine this man is passionate and inspiring, or you inspire him, you know, in ways that you're not recognizing it. It does give a beautiful, solid foundation to what you are creating. You're honoring where you are, and you are looking for ways of paying it forward, so to speak. I think the messages from the guides are really about enjoy that, and allow all of the emotions to flow through you. Be passionate, whether it be physical passion, creative passion, something like that. Enjoy that, and enjoy the rewards that you both have worked hard for. That's the key thing. Enjoy the hard work in what you have created for yourself. So, Mary, I hope that makes some sense. Let me know. So thank you.
Oh, thank you, Gerald. And we send you all the best, Mary and Julie. And you're very welcome for your reading, Julie. Thank you for the feedback. We appreciate that in the chat. And Jonathan, yeah, that's going around. There are like the whales in our community that have like 40, 50, 60,000 subscribers are losing hundreds by the day. Wow. And I mean, I lose 2 or 3 and I'm thinking, oh, well, maybe like, you know, something came and went, or because I have like about 2,000. So I don't have as many. And when they said that, I went, okay, so that's an algorithm shift. So everyone make sure that you're still subscribed to our channels, because people are getting kicked off. I mean, I think like Sherry was even kicked off of Marina's channel at one point, and she's known her forever. So yeah, so just be aware of that, guys. Okay, so Liz is here. I have you, Liz. Robin, are you here, Robin? So let us know if you're here, Robin.
Mm-hmm.
And I've already called Charlene and Jean. If you're here, let us know. But right now, we've got Liz, excuse me, and we've got Robin. Liz is already checked in. Is Robin here?
You're welcome, Mary.
Thank you for your feedback, Mary. That's wonderful, and I love that you have a Knight of Cups in your life. That's wonderful.
Well, I love that, but I also love the Knight of Wands.
Yeah, passion. That's a good
Passion,
one.
inspiration. I mean, that's just the get up and dance for no reason other than it makes you happy.
Agreed. So. Definitely. Okay, so I know Liz is here. Robin, are you here? Amanda, are you here? I'll just say to everybody, Stars and Jonathan. Okay. Amanda is here. Okay.
Yay.
And she found something. Yay. I'm glad you found it. Yay. Okay, so I'll do Liz and you want to do Amanda.
Absolutely.
All right, and I'll just wait for the rest of you guys to check in, and then if you do, we'll give you a reading and let you know what's going on. Okay, Liz, how do I release my resistance to trust and move forward? Getting such messages. Okay, so positive messages, you got it. I did get that you have some positive energy coming in your way because I got Venus, and Venus is fantastic. Now, Venus is going to be going through it until June 8th, so it might be a little bit, but I got that your desires are coming very soon. Okay, it says clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. Venus is in Taurus, so even though Venus is combust after the 8th, a lot of doors are going to open, especially with Jupiter and Venus both being in Taurus. I did the transits for the month over the weekend, and holy abundance is coming our way, but we have to be really careful with it as we work through those energies. Okay, and they're coming in different areas for us depending on where Taurus is in your chart. The main thing that I got, because I did ask for a block, because you did said, how do I release something? I found what it was that you were holding on to, and I got anger. You see this little angry hornet here? This is a very strong primal emotion, and anger can sometimes catch us by surprise. I know I'm struggling with it when I get the Queen of Wands reversed, and I have to kind of like Queen of Swords my way out of it and detach. Okay, so at other times this can just settle beneath the surface, and it simmers for a really long time until it boils over and it scalds anyone who's close. So this is stuff that we have to be aware of in our environment and in ourselves so that we don't spill it on other people. Okay, know that anger is based in fear, and fear of loss, fear of losing control, fear of not being loved, fear of being judged, fear of not being enough because we're not practicing enough of that self-love and affirmation. So when anger does enter your life, or you feel it start to simmer and your heart start to beat a little faster, it's be it yours or someone else's, just go beneath the surface and try to address the real fear that triggered it. Ask yourself what's causing this. What's the original trigger? Okay, because anger doesn't go away without addressing the underlying fear first. So alternatively, also be aware of someone's anger if it's directed toward you, and know where it's coming from. Okay, because that's where a lot of the blocks when it comes to our ability to emotionally connect with others and get things done comes from. Okay, I got that once you do that, you're going to be able to practice more integration in your relationships. Know that we are the sum of all of our experiences, and this is not just in this life, but previous lives. So we bring forward all of this wealth of knowledge, our talents, our wisdom. And one of the challenges is just remembering who we are. So if you're bombarded in every way with messages of who you should be, and what you should do, and what you should wear, and what you should live, how you should live, and all of should is what I'm hearing. These messages are coming from the media, they're coming from society, they're coming from family and friends. They're even strangers can drown out who we're meant to be and become. So find some quiet moments throughout your day and shut out all of those voices, because they are getting in the way of the guides and your way in moving forward, and they're causing some anger. Okay. Find quiet moments and identify that really small, strong voice inside of you and try to filter out the otherworldly voices that I see trying to come in. Okay. I know Marina is doing a class on this, heart-centered tarot, on how to hear your guides above all of the cacophony of the world, friends, neighbors, previous lives, things like that. And, pretty soon, once you tap into that very quiet, beautiful space, I do it through a lot of different exercises in the morning to prepare for meditation. Uh, Pretty soon, you're not going to hear the other messages. They're not going to be able to get in and interfere with what they're trying to tell you. Many times in your interactions with others, that small voice is going to tell you something isn't right. Pay attention to that. Your logical mind will tell you, so it's fine. Nothing's wrong. Things are going to be great. Like, what are you talking about? You're being silly. You're being dramatic. You're overreacting, and you may avoid that inner voice, and that's what leads to the anger. Okay, so it's kind of a dichotomy that they're showing me. They're showing me all of these people from your past saying, uh, "This is the way to be. This is the person that," and it's causing this anger to just build up inside of you. And the best way to let that go is to sit in meditation and just try to cut those other voices out, because they're not yours. They're not for your best movement forward. And once you do that, you'll be able to stand up for yourself, and you won't be drawn into these feelings of anger and loss and fear. Okay. I know that was a lot. Let me see if you said anything. I'm sending you lots of love as you go through that. And yeah, please let us know how you're doing. Okay, Liz, I'm sending you love.
Wow. It's a lot,
Okay.
Liz. Yeah.
I know. I got a lot from just yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So who did I say next? Was it Amanda for you?
Amanda, yes.
Okay. Okay. There we go.
My friend Dante is coming to visit. We are to do some work to help our dear friend Emil, who is in stroke recovery. Anything I should be aware of, if time, of course. And Liz did post something.
Oh, good, good. So, oh, that's very helpful. Yes, anger directed to me is affecting me. Yeah, that's what I got. No, it's coming from that place of fear. Oh, release it. Wonderful. Losing trust in the physical healing. So angry. Anger adds to our physical uh, issues. So, in letting some of that anger go, you will improve your system. Okay, your overall immune system. I'm speaking from a place of experience
Experience.
here.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So, all right.
So, Amanda, so I'm doing this reading, asking what energy is around it, anything you should be aware of. I got the Wheel of Fortune. Your friend is, for entertainment purposes only. This is a challenging thing that your friend is going through, and this can be a very confusing path for everyone involved. So here's something to remember. When you are helping Amanda, what I would say is you be that breath of fresh air. This is the star. You be the breath of fresh air. You meet your friend where, or your dear friend Emil, where they are, and to shine a little bit of light in the darkness that he may be experiencing. So you get to be that little beacon of light. I'm not talking about being overly joyous or saccharine sweet or anything like that. I'm saying be there to remind him of the positive things around, because this is, I mean, so we have this. Underneath it is the Four of Cups. And if you look at the Four of Cups, there is this hand above blocking out the light and the color of what's going in. So it very much feels like Emil is not allowing that light to come through because it's so shocking. Emil, okay, she, thank you. So make sure that you are helping to meet her where she is and to offer that loving support, because this it's sort of it's a cloud. It's a cloud. um Now, one of the great things that you can do is you can be, I love this is the Spirit of Wands. This is the Queen of Wands. You can go in, Amanda, and you can Energetically, while you were there, cleanse the environment. Walk around with the intention of wiping away things, clearing out stagnant energy. Perhaps buy some flowers to have around, because flowers can be very, very healing. If you can get sunflowers, do it. If she has a black cat, I'm going to freak out and go, well, this may be her. It's important for you to consciously, while you're there, you are caring physically, emotionally, and spiritually and energetically for this person. So clear those things out. You also have to remember you are offering support, because I have the Lover's card, and that love may be unrequited. They may not want, she may not want that help. Still do it the energy and meet her where she is, because I love this. The two of you are going. I love this. We have the Lovers and the Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands, who are going in, clearing the environment, remembering to have a little laughter and to be silly, just to help. She just moved into assisted living. She has a black and white Havarnice. Dante is a healer. We are going to do some work together. Kudos. Amanda, your friend is very fortunate to have you. And I would also encourage you to, whilst you're there, to do work for people that are coming into her environment. So don't just clean her room, clean the whole facility. Walk the rounds, clear it out, and then beam it full of light. So, Amanda, great, thank you. Let me know how things go. I love that they're both healers.
And Havanese, they're healing dogs. Rachel, who's on the show quite a bit, has a Havanese named Ollie, and he is just the most adorable baby.
Love
so
it.
She's heard. Thank you very, very much. You're so welcome. And it's good to see you, Hilda. Wonderful. She's one of my new moderators. I'm so excited to have her.
Very nice.
You're welcome, Liz. Hugs to you too. All right. And thank you everyone for being here. And of course, the Jackies are here as well, and Kiba, and a lot of people coming in, Julie. And so thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate all of your lovely energy in the chat. So, all right. So I'm going to name the people that are still here. We have Stars, and we have Jonathan Daly. And I did pull some cards for Jonathan Daly. Stars, Robin Cooper, Jean XO, or Charlene Kramer. Last call. Let us know if you are here.
Get here. There you go. You've seen how powerful these readings are, so.
Yeah, they're a little intense today, so we're sending you lots of love as we do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a lot of planetary combustions and energies coming in toward the end of the month, so it's good that we're preparing for them and doing our modalities. So, thank you, Maruta. It's wonderful to see you.
Maruta. That's great.
Yeah, she's Maga Nakshatra like you, Gerald. So you're both royalty. So I always give her a crown in the chat. That's why I always give her a crown. I give you the cowbell. I give her the crown.
I love it.
Yeah, you both have the ability to read the Akashic records. That's your gift. So
yes,
yeah,
that's cool.
It is cool.
Woo-hoo.
All right. So I will go ahead and do Jonathan's questions. If any of you guys are here, let me know. But then we're just going to go ahead and sign out. And thank you so much for being here. All right, Jonathan, lightning reading. If there's anything specific, let me know. But I did get justice reversed. Okay, so this tells me that there's something that might have been not so great that happened. Okay, there was something that, an expectation that was either unreasonable, that it was not met. There may be some self-deception going on. I asked what that looked like, and I got that there was someone in your environment that acted injudiciously towards you. Okay. They didn't tell you the truth. All right. They're saying avoid self-deception when it comes to this person. Okay. Avoid or postpone any kind of commitments that are asked of you by this person because there's problems caused by their faithfulness. Okay. They're going through some stuff right now. Um, there's some rigidity, there's some mistrust, there's a one-sidedness that is not, you're not going to be able to work through right now. And in this disagreement, a stalemate is the best that you can hope for because the other person is not coming from a place of logic. They're coming from a place of reactivity. Okay. And those are always difficult situations to come from because they're not using their head, they're using their fear. I asked for a little bit more on this. I got the Four of Shells. It came up right. This is also the Four of Cups. I'm used to saying Four of Shells because I work with Amy and Monte's cards. But it's time to reevaluate the way that you approach relationships with others. Okay. And your attitude around relationships with others in general, friendships included, because you got to make sure that your feelings are being validated by the people in and around you. So a fresh start may be needed. If you are dissatisfied with the status quo, avoid distractions and really analyze your heart of hearts to gain clarity through the situation. How you feel is very important right now. Okay, Jonathan. So if you're feeling a little shy, a little tired, a little bogged down, you need to take out some time for introspection and break out of maybe some old unproductive patterns or stress producing communications that are coming out of the situation. Okay. They're saying just forgive, set new goals. And if there's any stress producing communications between you and them, step into your modalities and try to detach because they're not going to result in anything that's positive for either of you. I did get that once you, I asked a little bit more about the situation. I got the Reunion of Souls card from the Shamanic Oracle. Now, there is a school of thought that says that when our souls come down to earth, we make contracts with other souls. And so at one point in time, we will appear in other people, appear in each other's lives and assist those involved in learning a lesson. Okay, I just went through a major one and someone with the same lunar nakshatra came into my life, pointed it out to me and then helped me through it. I have a feeling that there's something in the environment for you as well. You can also assist those who are learning a lesson, and you can be a catalyst for needed change as well. You are also able to share in the profound joy of other people, which I think is really beautiful. So when this person comes into your life, know that they're to teach you a lesson. Okay, no matter our human form, our human experience, this agreement is based on love. So it could have been very painful and extremely challenging, but just know that when you acknowledge that you learned from this and you see that it was a contract that took place, you can then let them go. So this experience was it's going to be very moving if you haven't gone through it already. It will end abruptly without any reason. So just be very grateful, move on, cherish the lessons that you learned from this person and move on with your life because that's the way it was meant to be. They came here to show you or to teach you something. If you're holding on to any anger, bitterness, or resentment around this person, include them in your spiritual practice because you can't hate people you're praying for. All right. And that'll take any yuck out of there from taking root. I did pull 2 affirmation cards that falls in line with this. I got the Goddess of Protection. So you're going to be asked to set some boundaries after going through this. I forgive myself and all those trying to grow. Use this gift whenever you get down on yourself or others, especially when you notice the more negative affirmations. Be happy that you notice these things. It means that you're making fast progress. Yay, Defense Against the Dark Arts. I love it. Loving yourself and others requires forgiveness. It's an essential quality of the truly successful person living a life of high quality and meaning. And then I pulled another one for you because those were some difficult cards. I got the Goddess of Charisma. I surround myself with beauty and positive people. And that's perfect for you because you're out in Hawaii. You've got your peacock neighbors. You create these beautiful paintings. So use this gift when the world seems a frightening place or where people refuse to support you and your positive efforts. Remember, your actions to improve yourself are threatening to those who want to control you or resist improving themselves. Use beautiful art, music, and creativity of all kinds to remind you of how wonderful and enjoyable life is. That's your therapy, Jonathan. So they're definitely recognizing that and saying that would be your way through some of the transformative elements that I found are coming your way. So yes, I'm definitely pivoting to my own personal projects instead of doing stuff for others. And I'm definitely feeling the shifts in several connections with others. Wonderful. And being better with boundaries is important for you now. That's great. Okay. Yeah. I think that's a good message for all of us, because a lot
Yeah.
of the cards that we pulled today, Gerald, were about creating those healthy boundaries and forgiving people for what could have been a soul contract to teach us something moving forward. You know,
Mhm.
I deal with a lot of people in my network, past, present, and future, that have dealt with domestic violence in their lives. And I've had to set boundaries, not necessarily on them, but on other people in their lives, because
Yeah.
they weren't setting the boundaries themselves. So setting boundaries does not mean you love them any less or any more. You're just protecting yourself and your divine light, and you wish the best for them later.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm sending you lots of love as you do that. You're so welcome, honey. All right. So I didn't see anybody else
I did
come
see stars
in.
come
Oh, you
in.
did? Oh, I'm here.
Yes.
Thanks. Thank you. All
Yeah.
right. Did you want to do stars,
I would
Gerald?
love to do stars. And a couple of more down, Mary Hernandez gave us an update.
Oh, thank
And
you
I
for.
just thought this was fun.
Yes, thank you. Okay, I'm looking for it. Okay, here we go.
There you go. I played back my reading you gave me to my husband, and now his forehead is a 5 head. Thanks, he loved it. To which I responded, I said, "This makes me very happy, Mary Hernandez Walker. He knows you're a keeper, and he's showing you that he's a keeper too."
Oh, I love that.
There
Oh,
you go.
cowbell's bringing it, Mary. You are so lucky. Oh, fantastic.
There you go. You got to love that.
It says, yes, thank you. You're so welcome. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
great. All right. So let me find stars questions. I have it starred. There it is. All right. There we go.
Okay. What do my spirit guides have to tell me about my past lives that cause my anxiety and depression? I do want to say, and I'm always a big fan of, it's okay to ask for help. If you need help from professionals for your anxiety and your depression, it shows a lot of strength asking for help and accepting the help. And so do that. Stars. Part of, I think, what's going on with the past life is the past lives related to this. It feels very stars. It feels um, very heavy, meaning there was a lot that you were doing. Um, I have the 10 of Wands. It was a lot of work that you were doing in the past lives that are influencing this life. This is this is that. Speaking of setting boundaries, it's making sure what is yours is actually yours to carry. The spirit guides are suggesting that perhaps you do explore some of the past and figure out what anxiety that is impacting you, what is it is what's based in reality, and what is it what is no longer you it's no longer yours to carry. It's not yours. So I would say very, very carefully, um, be willing to let some things go. Um, but there was a lot of coverage. I do think perhaps it was a bit of a, and this is, I got the lovers card, which does suggest perhaps it could have been a jilted love over money that is causing it. You thought someone was true to their word, and they were not. They disappointed you, and so therefore, this is the lovers with the Four of Pentacles. Is they promised things they did not deliver. Um, and if you're looking, so other, and then I have the Eight of Swords. You did not have the opportunity to follow through and do actions that you wanted to do about this, um, because we have the King of Hearts. There was a lot of disappointment. People did not follow through and do the things that they said they were going to do. So there's this always this sense of living in anxiety of now people aren't doing what they say they're going to do. So I would it really feels important, stars, to pay attention to what is yours currently and what you can control, because what you can control, you can work on controlling, but what you can't control, figure out a way to put that into time out, if that makes any sense. So that's what I have for you.
Wonderful. And yes, Susan, thank you for joining us, but we're wrapping things up. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Thank you. Thank you. And Stars, thank you so much for joining us. And we hope that, that was helpful. We always love hearing your feedback. So, all right. So we did it. Maruta says, a funny thing about the Akashic Records, on a clear day, it's one of my favorite movies. Oh, okay. There you go. That's awesome. I love that. That might be a samskara for you. And you're so welcome, Lightfoot. And Hilda, thank you so much for your help in the chat too. Okay, so Mr. Gerald, now that you are back from your fabulous vacation with Jeffrey, what do you have planned over the next week?
Over the next week, I have on Monday, I am doing another Laugh and Learn about authorities. And I have a live that I'm doing with Terry at Holding Your Space. I have a caffeinated and unfiltered readings on Monday, the 3rd of June at, it'll be 4 p.m. Pacific. And then I'm a guest on Irish Granny Tarot on Monday. That's still there. And then the 4th is Tuesdays with Tarotstache, exclusively on Jane the Secret Tarot. Everybody, please check your subscriptions. Make sure you are subscribed to Tarotstache and Astrological Tarot, because we both do a very good job of keeping in the know. And it was one of those things that if you're paying attention to what's going on,
yes,
you'll find us. But I do have a lot of great shows coming up in the month of June. It's really great. I'm looking forward to it.
Fabulous. And Hilda says, Gerald is super busy. So yes,
the way I like it.
Yes, he is. So definitely check his community tab, because he puts things there too. And if you just press the little bell, it's a little notify me. It'll come up on your phone. And if you link your phone to your TV, it'll just come on during the day. That's what Jonathan and I do at work.
Really?
Yeah. Is we have our television on and we have the notifications that, and then it'll just pop up so that we don't miss it. Yeah. So we're not always in the chat, but we're supporting on the outside. But
perfect.
Yeah. So, okay, Amanda Carroll, you're all subbed up on my channel. Everyone went ahead and put Gerald. Thank you for putting Gerald's channel in there, Maruta. I really appreciate that. And so next week I have Allie with Heart and Soul Connected. Then I'm going to have Jonathan on the 12th, and I'm going to introduce him to you guys because he's going to be starting a new channel. And so he's going to do a few readings. He reads a little like Cleo the Seer. He's very he doesn't need cards. Let's just put it that way. He's got a little more psychic. In my opinion, I have to use more tools than he does. So it's pretty amazing to see him work. But his new show is going to be basically a generational show. And we will talk a little bit more about that on the 12th. And then the premiere will be on the 13th. So watch for that. And then on Juneteenth, I have the lovely Arthur with Ease Your Mind. Arthur Ease Your Mind is going to be on, and we're going to be doing some personal readings. And then, of course, we have Gerald on every month. So we're going to have him at the end of the month. So I'm always looking forward to that. But I am on every single Wednesday at 4 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Central, and 7 o'clock Eastern, and have been for going on 3 years now. So
great.
It's a really exciting venue, and I love doing it. And so I'm not as busy as Gerald, but we have some great things coming. And in the meantime, definitely watch Gerald's show, because that's what we do when we're not on. So, yeah. So, and yes, he is looking very fit tonight. Doesn't he look tan and rested? And he's got his fabulous new shirt on. He's looking good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See, and, I always like to say that, we all have the best chatters, the best lurkers, the future lurkers, and the work lurkers. So all of the lurkers are welcome. So
Yes. Well, I would argue that Gerald and Jeffrey are equally busy. They have that in common. Yes, for sure. So, all right. So I'm just going to say thank you to everyone. And yes, we do love the shirts. So we'll talk merch afterwards and see what we can
Yeah.
do about that for sure. And
Uh-huh.
yes, thank you, Deb. We can feel you in the audience. We love your energy.
Yep.
Thank you. Lots of love to you, sweetie.
So
All right. So without ado, I'm going to go ahead and say, oh, wait, I should probably get rid of the chat thing here. I'm going to say goodbye to everyone and please visit us, like our stuff, and we will see you next week. Take care, everyone.
bye.